We all love Call of Dragons because it has one of the best open field PvP gameplay out of any Kingdom Builder games, and I will never stop mentioning that because it's actually the truth, right? That's why we should never stop appreciating players who are fighting in this game non-stop because they are giving us all the pleasure which Call of Dragons can actually give us. That's why in today's video I will appreciate my alliances, which is City of Moria's fighters, and this is the alliance which I am in second KVK, and we won every single KVK where I am here, right? This is City of Moria, my current alliance. We actually have 21 billion power in totality because some of our members are in our different shells, fighting, building, or destroying towers. But in general, at the end of the KVK, when all the members will be in this main alliance, we are 21 billion power alliance. City of Moria is one of the rising biggest big potential alliances. I would say they are gathering the momentum, they are winning the fights, and from my own experience, every single KVK where I am with these guys, they are super active. They are fighting non-stop, and no matter they are winning or losing the fights, they are at least trying to be there, they are trying to be active, and that's actually really respectful, right? This is the road of the glory for the City of Moria, which is winners in Season 1, winners in Season 2, winners in Season of Stripe 4, winners in Season of Stripe 1, winners in Season of Stripe 3. And of course, we are winning the Dragon Siege KVK, and we are going to be winners of Season of Stripe 7. Of course, I'm really glad that I managed to get in this alliance because of the help of my friend, which is Mandrive. He was the one who chose this alliance to us to transfer, and hopefully this alliance will continue to grow in a perfect direction. I like the recruitment because they are recruiting all the fighters which I believe is necessary for every single alliance to be progressing and to be as competitive as possible. Now, of course, since I mentioned fighters, today we are going to appreciate top 10 best fighters of City of Moria. And the number one spot for the top 10 best fighters of City of Moria is Mando, right? Mando is one of the most active members in terms of open field PvP, in terms of rallies, in general, in terms of getting merits in this game. I would say he's mainly playing with infantry, but I think he can play with every single troop in the game, right? I believe he is using infantry because it's one of the most easiest ways of getting merits. You are just sending your troops outside of your city, and if your opponents are targeting you, you are getting merits. If you're gonna check out units killed, units dead, and units healed, you can see how active this player actually is in Call of Dragons, and 2 billion troops killed is a big achievement for myself. I don't even have 1 billion units killed, and yeah, that's actually really respectful. He's not tired. After so many years of playing this game, he is still one of the most active members of City of Moria, and I believe whole alliance is really happy that we got such a strong player in our ranks. This is our number one merit getter player in the Dragon Siege KVK, and what can I say from myself? GG's to Mando, and hopefully next KVK in the future he will be with us, and we are going to conquer more and more KVKs and more victorious KVKs for sure, right? Second player who is top 2 in terms of merits in our KVK, in our alliance, is Kitty, right? Kitty is basically same style. I would not say he's using one troop type mainly. I believe he's using most of the troops like archers, cavalry, infantry, and so on, right? If you're gonna check the units killed and units healed, you will see that this player has more than 2x difference, which means understands how to fight, understands when to rally, and in general understands how to play open field PvP, which is really respectful, right? What I have seen from this player, he's yet again same as Bando, as active as possible. Almost every single fight was there, right? And sometimes I was confused, was he infantryman, cavalry, archer, or mage? But no matter what kind of troop type he's maining, what's important is that he's getting huge amount of merits in City of Moria's ranks, and that's why he's our top 2 player in terms of merits in our Dragon Siege KVK. Let's go and let's check top 3 player, and it's An. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing the names correctly, because there is a multiple language players in our alliance. An, well, same goes to this one, same goes to An. He can play with almost every single troop type, infantry, cavalry, mages, archers. I'm pretty sure he has a lot of troops. I'm pretty sure he's playing whatever is required, rallying garrisons, behemoth fights, open field PvP. But I think he have not missed a single fight in the Dragon Siege KVK, and that's really respectful yet again. Basically, it's impossible to get such amount of merits in Call of Dragons and not being active run, right? He has 311 million power, that's historical highest power, and he got 2.8 billion units killed. That's a huge amount of units killed in Call of Dragons, and yeah, more than 2x difference from the units killed and units healed, which is really respectful. And hopefully, yet again, An will stay with us for a long time, and big appreciations to him for being active player for City of Moria. Let's go and let's check out the 4th place, which is my friend Ufi Ops. We have played together for a long time already in a different alliance, and I'm always happy and always glad to see him fighting with my side. He's mainly playing with cavalry, ranged cavalry, and archers. He had multiple innovations in terms of archer hero pairs, and we are always talking if somebody is getting some new ideas. He got 46 million power in our Dragon Siege KVK, 2 billion units killed, and he just hit it, which is a huge achievement. Congratulations to Oofs, and yeah, 1 billion units healed, which is really good difference, right? 181 million power player. You won't gonna see Ufi offline whenever there is fight in Call of Dragons. He's not afraid of going to rally some players who are even stronger than him. One of the best fighters which I have played with in my side, and yet again, I'm really happy that he's still with me playing this game, and hopefully many KVKs together, because I'm having a blast of him being my friend. And also thanks for him yet again for a lot of dragons basically, because in the other KVKs where we were in a different alliance, he was helping us to actually capture a flame dragons and many different behemoths where our alliance wasn't that strong. So yeah, Oofs is my friend. We came to City of Moria together, and I hope he's as happy as I am while in this alliance. So GG's to Oofy as always. He's always in top 3, top 1, top 2, so one of the most active players I have played this game in general. So GG's to him. Let's go. Number 5, Broccoli and Peanut are the migrants. I can't really speak about them because from next KVK I will be able to speak about them because they are migrants. They have not fought in our KVK. So let's go and let's check basically Bandov is top 5, right? Bandov is mage main, which is really interesting. I have not seen mage player who has 75 million power in the Call of Dragons and getting 40 million merits. 39.6 million merits. You can see the difference towards the units killed and units healed, and that's really surprising how he is managing to get such an amazing amount of merits in this KVK. You can compare the power of other top 5, top 3 players, and just 75 million power, 39 million merits. Congratulations to Bandov. As I know, he's a mage main, and every single report which he's sharing, every single runner report which he's sharing have been super good, and as always, really happy that he is with us. Of course, you can't have this amount of power and this amount of merits without being super active. GG's to Bandov, really glad that he is with us. Basically, he's our top 5 merits and top 5 best fighter in our alliance for the Dragon Siege KVK. Top 6, which is Foshizel, and Fosh is our leader, right? Fosh is our leader, one of the best leaders I would say I have had in general in Call of Dragons. He's managing alliance really well. His chosen officers are doing absolutely amazing in the city of Moria's management. I can't really say anything bad about Foch, right? Let's check out more information. 1.6 billion units killed and only 550 million units healed. 149 historical highest power and already got 36.9 million merits. I'm pretty sure if we had way more fights in this KVK, he would easily be top 3, top 5, but I believe that's quite enough, right? Because it's not easy to be alliance leader and at the same time in the top halves of the fighters, but we have to be proud because our alliance leader is an amazing fighter. Mainly, I believe he's playing with infantry, he's playing with cavalry, he's playing with mages, but unfortunately, only troop type he's not playing is archers, which makes me a little bit sad, but hopefully in the future he will give some attention towards archers, and I will say in the future that he's playing with every single troop type in the game. So, GG's to Foch. Hopefully, we are going to be together for a long time. Let's go and let's move to top 7 best fighter of City of Moria. And that's, of course, Zihohoho. That's pretty nice name. 36.7 million merits. Let's go and let's check out the difference. Units killed 900 million, units healed 600 million. He's getting close to having 1 billion units killed. Historical highest power 127 million. Unfortunately, I don't know which troop type he's maining. Either it's mages, archers, infantry, or cavalry. I should have known it, but whatever he's maining, I'm really happy because he's getting a great amount of merits. If I'm not wrong, I have seen him fighting with mages, but it doesn't really mean that he is only playing with mages, right? So, GG's to Joe. Hopefully he will stay with us for a long time for a much more active KVKs in the future, right? Let's go and let's check alright, top 1, top 2, top 3, top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7. Project 0 is Migrate. Top 8. Top 8 fighter of City of Moria is Kudis, right? If I'm not mistaken, Kudis is also officer for City of Moria, and I have a different respect for the officers who are also great fighters, because being officer and being active fighter is not that easy. 33 million merits, historical highest power is 160 million power, 843 million units killed, not even 400 million units healed. Unfortunately, yet again, I'm not really sure if Kudis is maining any single troop type in the game, but whatever he is doing, GG's to him. Great merits. I'm pretty sure if KVK was more active, he would have even more. So GG's to goodies. Top 9 merits in our alliance is Akil, right? Akil is monster. 31 million merits. Historical highest power is 127 million, and he already have more than 1 billion power. 577 million units healed, then I can for sure say that Akil is the cavalry player, one of the best cavalry players in our alliance, not missing a single fight while being officer for the City of Moria alliance. Amazing person. Hopefully he's staying with us for a long time, and as always, GG's to him for being such an active fighter for City of Moria. I'm pretty sure he would have way more yet again if our KVK was more active. And the top 10 fighter for City of Moria is Hamster. 30 million power, 30 million merits, 168 million power, highest historical power, 821 million units killed, 572 million units healed, and yet again, I'm not really sure what he's maining in Call of Dragons, but as I said, with different players, no matter what he's maining, he is doing amazing job. So GG's to Hamster. This was our top 10, but I have to mention Mandrive, which is yet again one of my best friends in Call of Dragons. 28 million power. He's mainly playing from mobile phone, which is another respectful feature, because playing Call of Dragons and fighting from the mobile phone is a really hard task. Sometimes I think he's driving all the time at work and he's playing like that. So, Dog, GG's to you, my friend. I'm really glad that I'm still playing with you, and hopefully we are going to continue playing together for a long time. So, basically, this is the best fighters for City of Moria, and for myself, or as an archer player, I can't really go to a top 10 in terms of merits in any single alliance. What I can say for the archer gameplay, I can be proud about my archer gameplay. 22.4 million merits from only marksmen. Broccoli and Project Zero is migrant, so I can say I am top 2 archer in terms of merits in my alliance, which is a big moment for me. Of course, I can't overcome Offs because he is way better in terms of anything in Call of Dragons than me. I'm just trying my best to be second. Every single alliance we have been together, I was always second to him, so Offs is number 1 for current KVK in terms of archer merits, and I'm basically second, and while me and Kitty have like so close merits, so basically I'm top 2, top 3. So this is the only thing which I can be proud of, and I wanted to mention that. So this is the City of Moria's top 10 best fighters. Hopefully next KVK we are going to fight even more and even better, and this was like small respect from my side towards the fighters of my alliance, and what can I say? I'm really proud of them because we are winning every single KVK since I joined this alliance. As always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.